you? Welcome back to my channel. So today, after uh, my last video about how I got pregnant 2 days after my period, people have been asking me how did this happen? Can you tell us what actually happened that you lost the baby? This topic is very sensitive, comes with so many mixed emotions, but it's best I say it, or it's better I talk about it so that at least our mothers there, our expectant mothers there, will be on the lookout for those symptoms I had before I lost the baby. At least I believe if they know about the signs, they'll be able to avert any future problem. Okay, so I can remember after, I think, when I found out I was pregnant with twins. That was my third month. I was about 12 weeks. So I went for scan for the first time, and it was discovered that I was going to have twins. So at exactly 16 weeks, I started experiencing spotting. Like I started seeing small blood, and I went to hospital. The doctor gave me some drugs, even advised me that I should stay on admission. But I told him that what if I can rest at home? Because I didn't want sleeping in the hospital environment, lying down on the bed on admission. So he said, okay, if I can rest at home, fine. So I was taking my medication in the hospital and at home, sorry. I was taking my medication at home. Then everything was subsiding. I was not spotting like before. You understand? So when I got to, I think, that 23, 24 weeks or thereabout, uh, that day, I actually went to market that day. Then I came back from the market, cooked. So after making dishes that day, I think my husband traveled that afternoon, so he was not at home. Then after cooking, I started experiencing cramps. In fact, for someone who have not actually had the experience of what premature labor is, I only know it in books, or maybe I hear the signs and symptoms, but I couldn't just differentiate it because I've not experienced it on my own. So I was having those cramps. So I felt maybe it's baby movement. I called it baby movement. That probably after the disturbance that it will calm down. So the cramps continued. So when I could no longer breathe, I had to call my mother. So after calling my mom, she said she's coming right away. Let her take me to the hospital. It was already night. It was already night then. So before she could come, I have already started bleeding. So when she came, they rushed me to hospital. Then there they gave me injections, probably to control the bleeding and the pains I was having. Then after some minutes, I stopped bleeding. I rested. Before you know it, I slept off. So when I woke up to go and urinate, because it's kind of a private room with toilet and bathroom. So I went to urinate. So as I was peeing, I felt a big urge, like something was going to come out of me. In fact, I was even shouting. My mom had to come through. Before you know it, my first baby came out. The boy came out. I started crying. By then, my husband has been contacted and he came and met us in the hospital where I was. That was where I reached start for my antenatal. So I was crying. The doctor had to come, cut the cord of the baby. He's already dead. So we waited for the next line of action. So the doctor said that their sonographer wasn't coming that day, that they will have to manage me to tomorrow morning so that they will, I will undergo a pelvic scan so that they will see how the other baby is doing. So because we couldn't wait till the next day, we were not patient about it. We had to ask them to discharge us. So they discharged us. We went to another hospital, another obs and gynae hospital. So the doctor there attended to us. I was admitted there. Then I underwent a pelvic scan. So they saw that my amniotic fluid. In fact, I had a more serious issue because the amniotic fluid is no longer there, just very scanty. That is the water that actually keeps the baby in the sac. I want to use layman's language. So then I they checked the baby's heartbeat. The baby's heartbeat was quite, in fact, it showed that the baby was in distress. So the doctor said, let's see if they can manage it. They can't actually tell me to get rid of the baby that have not actually shown that she's dead. So we kept hoping and praying that the baby will survive. Every day I was undergoing scan. Before you know it, her temperature, her heartbeat came down, and she was no longer in distress. We're still praying that God should show us miracle. But after 4 days, on the fifth day, my baby died in my womb. So they had to give me oxytocin to actually induce labor for me, and I gave birth to the baby, the girl. So that's how I lost the baby and every other thing. But thank God I'm here telling the story. If I don't have children of my own, I don't think I will have the courage to actually share the story now. Because later, after everything, I was favored by God. I had my first child and second child. So, but I can still remember the pain and everything. The pain, the memory was still very fresh in my brain. Well, so if you are still on the waiting list or you have experienced miscarriage, I have one thing to tell you. Maybe you had a stillbirth or you had a miscarriage, or I have one thing to tell you. The pain never goes away. I will tell you the truth. But you will only feel better when you must have replaced that baby. I hear some people say, she had miscarriage, you have miscarriage, give yourself space and time to heal before you try for another baby. I'll tell you the truth. You cannot heal. You are not going to heal except when you get pregnant again. So if you just had a miscarriage or you lost your baby, my advice is try to work for another pregnancy. It will help you to heal more. So if you're just joining my channel for the first time, please kindly click on the subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that whenever I post a video, you can always get the alert I've posted a video.